Level 1, the hopeful. You are 13 years old. 6 a.m., Gangnam District, Seoul. You stand in a line that wraps the block. 3 major labels hold auditions this week. SM, JYP, YG. Together, Korea's top agencies pull in more than 300,000 applicants a year. Fewer than 50 debut. Your odds sit under 1% before you make a sound. A staff member pins a number to your shirt. 214. You wait 4 hours. Concrete cold under your shoes. Doors open. 3 judges behind a folding table. No smiles. A camera in the corner logs the room for the company archive. You sing 16 bars. Your hands sweat through your sleeves. Your voice cracks on the bridge. The judge in the middle raises one finger. She marks an X on her sheet. No feedback. Next. A staff member walks you to a side door. 200 kids remain in the hallway, numbers pinned to their chests. You audition again in March. Cut in round 1. You audition again in June. You make the second round this time. You audition again in September, a mid-sized label near Hongdae. A scout stops you in the hallway after. He asks for your number, not the one pinned to your shirt. 3 weeks later, your phone rings. Unknown number. Seoul, area code. Level 2, the trainee. You are 13 years old. A staff member drives you to the dorm. 6 trainees share 2 bedrooms. Bunk beds, 1 bathroom, a scale by the door. Your schedule, school from 8 to 3. Vocal lessons, 4 to 6. Dance 6 to 9. Individual practice until midnight, if the room is free. 6 days a week. 10 to 12 hours a day. You learn to sing on pitch. You learn to hold a note through 8 counts of choreography. You learn to smile through a misstep. You learn to bow at exactly 90 degrees when a company director walks in. Every Monday, you step on the scale. A manager logs the number in a binder. No one tells you the target. You learn to guess. Your first quarterly evaluation, a B- in vocals, a C in dance. The company keeps you on anyway, potential they call it. Second evaluation, a B+. Third evaluation, praise for the first time from the head vocal trainer. Quarterly evaluations decide who stays. Good marks mean more lessons, a better trainer, a shot at the next lineup. Bad marks mean fewer resources, or a phone call to your parents. Your roommate, a girl from Busan, trains beside you for 2 years. She misses her mark twice. The third time, a manager knocks on the dorm door at 9 p.m. She packs 1 suitcase. No goodbye party. No group photo. By morning, her bunk is empty. A new trainee has already claimed it. Your stomach tightens every time footsteps stop outside your door for a month after. You keep a notebook of Japanese phrases under your pillow. A second notebook, English phrases, lives in your school bag. Company policy. Every trainee studies a second language. A third if the company plans an overseas debut. Your contract runs 3 years, standard terms, renewable. You re-sign it at 14. At 15, a manager pulls you aside after evening practice. He tells you the company is building a lineup for a television competition. 20 trainees. 6 debut spots. Cameras start filming in April. Level 3, the survival contestant. You're 16 years old. 20 trainees. 6 debut spots. A camera crew moves into the practice building in April, exactly as promised. Cameras follow you to breakfast, to vocal lessons, to the dance studio. A boom mic hangs over rehearsal. Producers pull you aside for confession cam interviews between takes. Episode 1 airs in June. The broadcaster ranks all 20 trainees, live, on screen, updated by public vote. You rehearse until your throat goes raw. A vocal coach hands you honey and warm water between takes, not painkillers. Painkillers mask the strain. A masked strain tears the vocal cords. Episode 1, 11th place. Episode 4, 8th. Episode 7, 6th, inside the debut line for the first time. Episode 10, 5th. A comment appears under a fan clip of your solo stage. 3 words, calling you talentless. Your face goes hot. It has 4,000 likes by morning. You turn 17 backstage between a wardrobe fitting and the final live vote. No cake. A staff member hands you a protein bar. She tells you to eat it fast. In the final week, producers restructure the lineup. Two trainees near the bottom get pulled from group performances entirely, a technical decision, they say, for camera time. One of them was ranked 9th 2 episodes earlier. You watch her walk off stage for the last time. She has not looked back at the camera. You do not know her last name, even now, after 8 months of training beside her. Finale night. A stadium venue in Seoul. Cameras from 4 networks. The host reads the ranking, one name at a time, starting from 20th place. Your name comes 6th. Level 4, the rookie. You are 18 years old. Debut day. A press conference in a hotel ballroom. 40 photographers. A group name announced to the room for the first time. 6 members. A 5-year plan taped inside the manager's binder. No one shows it to you. Stage positions are assigned by visibility, not seniority. You stand center. Your position, main vocal. The youngest member, the magne, stands at the edge, expected to smile hardest for the wide shot. You perform at Music Bank, 9 a.m. call time. You perform at Inkigeo, for hours later, second outfit change. You perform at M, countdown the next morning, your ankle already taped from a missed landing the day before. You perform as show champion 2 days after that, lip-syncing the bridge because your voice gives out. You sleep in the van between broadcasts. Your stylist reapplies foundation at every red light. You eat a rice ball one-handed, earpiece in the other. Your first fan waits outside the company gate at 6 a.m., a handwritten sign with your stage name misspelled. You don't correct her. A fan-made compilation of your stage entrances gets shared by a mid-tier celebrity account. Comments call your dancing precise. It's the first time strangers use your name without a company script guiding the words. The title track debuts at position 61 on the Melon chart. The agency projected top 20. By day 3, it drops to 84. A budget meeting happens without you in the room. You hear about it secondhand. The next comeback gets a smaller set, fewer outfit changes, no overseas showcase. An old rehearsal video, filmed 8 months earlier for internal review, leaks onto a fan forum. No one authorized it. By morning, it has more views than your debut stage. Level 5, the comeback idol. You're 19 years old. The leaked video changes the calculation. The agency greenlights an early comeback, 8 months ahead of schedule. A concept meeting, the cute image retired. The next era is Girl Crush, darker lighting, harder choreography, red instead of pastel. You audition again, this time for your own concept. 3 hairstyles, 2 eye makeup options. 1 final photo, approved by an executive who has never spoken to you directly. The concept shoot runs 14 hours. For outfit changes, 200 frames. 1 photo makes the album cover. Your first fan sign, 300 fans, 120 seconds each, a staffer timing every handshake with a stopwatch. You smile for fan number 1. You smile for fan number 80, the same width, the same 3-second hold. You smile for fan number 200, jaw aching, timer running. You smile for fan number 300, the last one. It means exactly as much as the first did. The title track enters the Melon chart at number 38, your first time inside the top 40. Fan cafes post screenshots. Company policy restricts your own social media to scheduled, pre-approved posts. You don't see any of it firsthand. A tabloid photo surfaces. You, standing near a male trainee outside a coffee shop, both waiting for the same bus. A headline runs anyway, suggesting a relationship. Neither of you has spoken more than 10 words to the other. The agency drafts an apology letter. Your name is signed to it by evening. You never see the final version before it posts. A short clip from a fan-uploaded stage gets picked up by an algorithm on an overseas platform. 11 seconds, a high note you almost missed, then recovered. Within a week, it's translated into 6 languages in the comments. Level 6, the chart topper. You are 21 years old. Midnight comeback day. The title track lands at number 1 on every real-time chart simultaneously. A perfect all-kill. The term dates to 2010, first used for a solo release that swept every chart at once. Your group is the 7th act to do it this year. Music Bank calls your name for the first win. You don't move for a full second. This moment was never rehearsed. Your leader speaks first, thanks 12 people by name, cries on the fourth one. You cry 2 names after her, not because you plan to. Your throat just closes. You perform in front of 45,000 people for the first time, a domestic stadium tour, 3 cities, 6 shows. Sound check at 9 a.m. Doors at 6 p.m. You don't sit down between the two. Fan comparison accounts multiply online. Sunbae groups against hobby groups. Chart battles reduced to bar graphs, viewed hundreds of thousands of times. Company policy, you don't comment on any of it. Dress rehearsal, 2 days before the tour opener. You land wrong on the final chorus. Your ankle rolls, swells to twice its size within the hour. Tickets for all 6 shows sold out 4 months ago. A team doctor tapes the joint. You perform show 1 on it, adrenaline masking the swelling. You perform show 2 a day later, tape wrapped tighter. You perform show 3 with a painkiller patch, the doctor's approval reluctant. You perform shows 4 through 6 the same way, choreography unchanged, no visible limp on camera. The tour ends. An MRI finally happens 2 weeks later. A letter arrives at the company 2 months later. Your group is nominated for a Sasaeng, the first nomination in the group's history, for a ceremony airing that December. Level 7, the Sasaeng winner. You are 23 years old. December. Red carpet, year-end awards, 300 cameras in a single row. Your group walks the carpet in matching black, 90 seconds allotted per group. Security counting down off camera. The host reads nominees for Sasaeng, the highest prize of the night. 5 names. Yours is the 4th. The winner's envelope opens. Your group's name. The room stands. Your leader grips your hand hard enough to leave a mark. Your speech. 30 seconds. Rehearsed twice backstage. Forgotten the moment the microphone opens. You thank the composer. You thank the choreographer. You thank the trainee team manager who cut your friend from the program 7 years ago. Company protocol requires it. He still signs your paycheck. Backstage, a photo. Trophy held between 6 people, all elbows. No room to hold it properly. 2 hours later, the celebration ends. A staff car takes you back to the dorm by 1 a.m. Tomorrow's schedule. 9 a.m. call time. Radio interview. No exception for the biggest night of your career. A different meeting happens that same week. Contract renewal. 7 years since your debut to the month. Company lawyers on one side. Your parents and a lawyer you've never met on the other. The company spreads a sheet across the table. The real numbers for the first time. Training cost, tracked since you were 13. A running total near $760,000. Recouped from your earnings, before a single one reaches you directly. You do the math in your head, twice, certain you misread a 0. You did not misread a 0. 3 weeks after the meeting, a call comes into the company's international division. A record label overseas wants a meeting about a global collaboration, about a market your group has never officially entered. Level 8, the global icon. You are 25 years old. 3 months of coaching before the first stage abroad. A festival slot, 60,000 people expected, half of them unfamiliar with your language. A dialect coach drills your English pronunciation 2 hours a day. Vowel shapes. Stress patterns. The gap between a practiced lyric and a native one. The song enters an international singles chart for the first time, position 84, your label's first entry on that specific chart in the company's history. Your interview airs on a foreign network. An interpreter sits 1 seat over, translating each question with a 3-second delay. You've learned to sit through it without flinching. Fans camp outside the venue 2 nights before doors open. Sleeping bags. A folding table with snacks they share with strangers in line. Some flew 14 hours to be there. Backstage, the promoter briefs you on stage dimensions in meters, not the units your team uses at home. You convert in your head during sound check. 30 meters becomes roughly 100 feet. A runway twice the length of any domestic stage you've stood on. Halfway through the tour, a call comes from home. Your grandmother has died. The funeral is in 4 days. Your schedule has 3 shows in 2 countries that same week. Contract signed, insurance clauses attached, every seat already sold. The show in Country 1 goes on, lights up on schedule. The show in Country 2 goes on, 16 hours later, your smile timed to the beat like every other night. The show in Country 3 goes on, the final one, the window, you hit every mark exactly. You call your mother from a tour bus bathroom, the only room with a door that locks. You do not fly home. The company sends flowers with a card signed by the whole management team. A name you don't recognize among the signatures. 7 years to the month since your debut. Your contract's exclusivity clause expires in 11 weeks. 3 separate meetings get scheduled that same month. One for the company. One for your group mates. One for a lawyer your parents finally hired, without company involvement. Level 9, the Sun Bay. You're 31 years old. The group doesn't fully disband. 2 members re-sign. 2 leave for solo contracts. You take a producing and mentorship role inside the company that raised you. The same company. 18 years after a staff member first pinned a number to your shirt. You sit behind a judging table for a new trainee competition. 20 kids on stage. 6 debut spots. A camera crew films your face for reaction shots. The same way one once filmed a panel of judges watching you. Your old group mates gather once a year, an anniversary dinner the company still pays for. Conversation covers new houses, new shows, a baby one of you had last spring. Nobody brings up the injury, the apology letter, the revenue sheet. Some things stay unspoken by habit, not by agreement. A staff assistant hands you a folder, archive footage digitized last month. Your own first audition, unlabeled for 18 years on a storage server, now time-stamped and filed like everyone else's. You watch the timestamp on the file, recorded 18 years ago. You watch the number pinned crooked to a borrowed jacket, 214. You watch a girl sing 16 bars to a judge who cuts her off at 12 seconds. The same judge, you realize. Still employed 2 floors up. Still behind a folding table most Tuesdays. You close the laptop before the clip ends. A trainee evaluation file crosses your desk that afternoon. A 15-year-old cut for missing 3 consecutive quarterly marks. Your signature is the last one required on the termination form. You sign it. Same policy. Same page for nobody reads. Same 3 years standard, renewable, that your own mother signed once without reading past the letterhead. You walk the hallway toward the parking garage. A practice room door stands open, glass panel fog from body heat inside. You stop. Through the glass, a trainee runs the same 8-count warm-up you learned in this exact room at 13 years old. Same mirror. Same fog on the glass. The cycle continues.